Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lonnie, dude. Will and Jada Smith deserve their failure. 28 years of lies, dude! That's almost my whole life. Will Smith had one honest year since lonniedos. It's kind of crazy when you put it that way, dude. This is a new Patrick CC video. It just came out. The GOAT. Been watching him for a long time. Sonny V. Who?
Jada Pinkett Smith were long romanticized in Hollywood as the perfect couple. They proved that it's possible for two people to be incredibly successful A-list celebrities and raise a stable family who all love each other. We now know that was all a lie.
Damn.
The Smith family was an image, carefully crafted to look like the perfect family, while it was an utter mess on the inside. And over the past few years,
every family's like that, I thought. I mean, okay, this is about them. That's fine.
all of their deepest secrets have been revealed to the entire world. Once you hear the full story...
I honestly don't know much about Will Smith's family. I know that freaking his son was like famous for his profound Twitter presence, and then the whip my hair back and forth song, I remember that. But other than that, dude, I don't freaking know anything. I feel like I like Will Smith as an actor, but I haven't really seen like his family in anything. I mean, I've never really thought about that until right now, I guess.
Your opinions of Will and Jada might change, because we are going to dive deep and look at every detail that built up to one of the most catastrophic, confusing, and preventable marriages of all time.
A preventable marriage is crazy. You could hit the button for that. The button is turned off. Dang, sorry about it.
Jada didn't want to be with Will in the first place.
What? Okay, you can hit the button for that. Jesus Christ, dude.
Will Smith was married to his now ex-wife, Cherie Zampino.
Oh.
They also had a 2-year-old son named Trey. But Will was spending a lot of time with actress Jada Pinkett, despite having a wife and baby at home. Jada auditioned for a role in season 5 of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was arguably the most influential and popular 90s sitcom in history. The New York Times said The Fresh Prince...
Is that Big Boy in the background too? They got Big Boy in the show?
The New York Times said
I never noticed that either. Today's a crazy day. Is this really happening? Am I dreaming? This is some questionable drip.
Say Will did not have an affair, but Will was head over heels for another woman that wasn't his wife. We sat down at the Baked Potato and talked. There was a really unique, beautiful power. We had that moment, and we connected, but I was married. Funny enough, this wasn't the first time Will fell in love with someone that wasn't his wife. He admits in his memoir that he fell in love with his co-star, Stockard Channing, while filming 1993's 6 Degrees of Separation. Will's unfaithful tendencies are not that surprising considering he was a 6'2", 25-year-old movie star, television star, and rap star. But it was an early
And he was in Men in Black, and maybe he wiped his memory once or twice and forgot he was married. You ever thought of that?
That maybe marriage wasn't for him. His marriage eventually reached a breaking point, and Cherie filed for divorce on Valentine's Day in 1995.
That's fucked up.
The takeaway from this is Will's willingness to remain in a marriage that he was not emotionally invested in for the sake of maintaining his image to the world. Jada
obviously, that's my interested face.
Was interested in Will, but her own morality tried to convince him to fight for his family and make things work.
Hey, man.
I said, good. Are you seeing
Everybody heals at their own pace, and, you know?
No. And I said, cool, you're seeing me now. Jada went along with it because her life was about to fall apart. Jada's mother, Adrienne, became pregnant in high school and gave birth to Jada at a very young age. Growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, she was living a double life, going to Baltimore School for the Arts during the day and dealing at night.
Like Hannah Montana.
Put her foot down and convinced Jada to clean up her act. Jada responded by graduating high school before enrolling at the North Carolina School of the Arts. She dropped out of college after 1 year to move to Los Angeles and pursue an acting career. Jada's talent and good looks landed minor roles in TV shows like 21 Jump Street and Doogie Howser MD, but she was still not happy.
My career is popping.
Ah, yes.
I got money. I'm hot.
People are pursuing you.
I got every dude everywhere.
I'm hot. I'm powerful. I'm rich. What more could I desire? Totally normal thing to say, Jada. Thank you.
Why am I not happy?
Because you're talking like this at 65.
They indulged in an unpredictable, secretive rendezvous that sounds like it was taken straight out of a movie.
Sounds healthy.
The couple traveled to exotic secret getaways, from Cabo to private Caribbean islands, Aspen, and secluded estates in Maui. Capitalizing on his success on The Fresh Prince,
we only had to hide who we were, where we were, when we were going, and why.
Eventually, in a way that felt like
it was so natural.
More than new lovers. We had an unspoken language, and everything we focused on flourished. This romantic, adventurous fling would come to a screeching halt whenever the marriage conversation popped up.
Yeah, because we had an unspoken language that I thought we understood.
Conventional marriage and
don't talk about that.
Traditional ceremony. She also had questions about the viability of monogamy as a framework for a successful long-term relationship. Despite the obvious warning sign of trying to settle down with a woman who does not want to, Will did not let that stop him.
I went crying down the freaking aisle.
I'll get married. Yeah.
Because it was so happy.
Cried the whole way.
And I was
Down
like,
the aisle.
she'd be all right.
Yikes.
Jada referred to the ceremony as Grammy's wedding because Jada's grandmother was more excited than her.
The construct. I just don't agree with it. I never have. I still don't.
Yeah.
Till death do us part is real for me. It's just all of the rules.
Is she threatening him? That is so awkward. Is this a podcast? Why are they sitting at a table this way with such depth of field? I understand this. Your house is probably large and this could be it. What's the last science-related experiment you did?
In history have been married.
Right.
I knew that I would squander my life if I was running around.
Yeah. Okay.
The way my mind works, I can only excel for a woman.
What is he saying? It sounds like flaws. It's barely comprehensible. I mean, it sounds like a bad thing that you should not do forever. She looks so scary all the time.
To marry a man who only wants a wife so he doesn't derail his perfect career, what could possibly go wrong? A 256-acre mansion that Will desired but Jada despised. She expressed how it was too big, too expensive, and too much space. But
That's what
Will's
I'd say
dreams
too,
came
but
to
mine is coke.
nothing. You are putting a down payment on Discord, and for years you will
You
be
bought
paying
her
off-
nitro, dude? This is simp activity, Will Smith. Payment on Discord. What else could that mean? It's just little emojis. You don't need to spend money on that. It's not wise. I know you got it, but...
Jada and Will were seen as a beacon of real love in this chaotic industry. Yet Will's career outshined hers so much that she was starting to be known as just Will Smith's wife, which is kind of what he wanted. Jada only appeared in low-budget films and Will's music videos until landing more substantial roles as Niobe in the Matrix series and Gloria in Madagascar.
Externally, our family was winning, and there was a period Mommy woke up and cried 45 days straight. I started keeping a diary.
You miss some days.
It
What?
was every morning. I think that's the worst I've ever felt in our marriage. I was failing miserably.
In his memoir, Will detailed he and Jada
A mom?
something. Will had started prepping for Jada's 40th 3 years earlier. He invited hundreds of guests.
Don't start prepping for my 40th when I'm 37, dude. That's way off.
Right? And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego. Crushed, right? And to this day, I know I was crushed because it was true.
Yeah.
Bro, this is so awkward. What the hell is this meeting of the minds? I ain't reading all that, but I'm happy for you, Jada. Oh, this is the podcast. It actually was a show. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm actually a genius. Feel like it's safe to say.
They were talking about their relationship like they were divorced, and they were also not wearing wedding rings. They even say that they aren't married anymore. or
They
life
might just,
partners.
be divorced. Sorry. Not like sorry for breaking the news, but for not looking you in the eye. Oh, okay. That's some good content. And so healthy.
And
It
if you're
seems so
confused,
healthy to
feeling, Are
do.
they married? Are they separated? Are they divorced? That's literally how everyone else felt. But just 8 days after Will and Jada's beautiful one-on-one discussion, August Alsina shared news about his relationship with Jada that would shock the world.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. And I told
To
him
do what?
With
His
Jada.
glasses game is unmatched. I can't lie. It's something that's just important to me, you know? Oh, is this where the story came from, dude?
August was a 23-year-old up-and-coming R&B singer from New Orleans, creating straight-up baby-making bangers. And
Oh
suffering
my
from a
god.
severe-
That is definitely a button. 100%. Baby making bangers, dude?
multiple incidents, including a collapse on stage in 2014, which ended up in a 3-day coma.
Oh my
In
god.
2015,
Oh my
he and
god.
Smith progressed into a full-blown relationship. They also mentioned that August came into their life when Jada and Will were broken up.
I really felt like we could be over. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
And-
we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada? I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's
That
what
sounds like a fist fight.
I said.
No?
An entanglement?
Yes.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like, The fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
This is quite the collab they have going on here in terms of the podcast and the marriage. You guys play too much. That's fucking why. Leave him alone.
History of their complicated life.
He's clearly down bad.
All they thought was Will Smith's wife just got him on a podcast to tell him how much she loved another man.
I think you've got me back. I think you.
This is not healthy.
On that, okay?
On March 27th, 2022,
Oh no!
Will and Jada attended the 2022 Oscars together.
Wait,
that night, Will
what
was
happened there? I thought this was business as usual. Did I miss something? Did they win an award, or was he in a movie? I don't. Okay, let's just.
For his portrayal.
What could he be talking about?
In the biographical sports drama King Richard. However, things took a strange turn after Chris Rock made a joke about Jada, who has spoken openly about having alopecia, a hair loss condition. Chris compared Jada to Lieutenant Jordan O'Neill, the star of G.I. Jane, notorious for her short buzz-cut hairstyle. Will initially laughed, but then made it clear he didn't appreciate the joke as he stormed on stage and smacked Chris before telling him to keep my wife's name out of his mouth. From the side.
Wow, this is quite the moment in pop culture here. Coincidence, huh? Unscripted, huh? You guys didn't notice the cameraman give him an award immediately after? Oh my god, dude, freaking.
But Will still didn't feel like she loved him. But Will was not going to get divorced again, as he saw his first divorce as his life's biggest failure.
In my adult life.
Yeah.
Divorce was the ultimate failure for me.
Yeah.
I've been hurt a lot in my
Listen, man, divorce is just part of marriage. And sometimes you gotta cut your losses. I'm just saying, hold the L. Move on.
adult life, but I don't think anything touches the failure of getting divorced.
He became desperate to make this marriage work, even though Jada never wanted it. Then once the 40th birthday situation didn't work, where he attempted to win back Jada's love,
he attempted to make me 39.
I've tried everything, and you still are not happy. We're done. Go be happy. But once she did that with August, he didn't like that either. I'm not your wife since 2016, and I never wanted to marry you. But today, Jada just keeps dumping salt on Will's wounds. Now, Jada says her and Tupac were never romantically involved, so the way she talks about him makes people think otherwise.
We definitely had this beautiful closeness that was really intimate, but never physically intimate. When you can sit with somebody and really feel like they see you, they understand you.
Normal people recognize this while it's happening, not years later.
Important to recognize that Jada has been talking about Tupac for years.
Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. She killed him.
Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mother really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do.
To be fair, every kid writes a letter to Tupac at some point. It's just a thing kids do, okay? Kids don't always know what they're talking about, and I don't know what you're talking about, frankly. All this video told me was, I think we need to accept that divorce is pretty chill. It's a pretty chill time, and some people should do it. Should get divorced and stay that way. It'll be better than staying together for appearances or to maintain public or societal whatever. Like, it's just freaking, they've been doing this for 28 years, dude, and it's crazy because, I mean, you can either keep doubling down for your whole life or, I guess, just break up as soon as the time is right, because otherwise the time will still be right. You'll just be prolonging it or whatever. Thanks for watching relationship counseling with me and the Smiths. Thanks for watching, boys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Helps me out a lot. I always appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.